Hello, my name is Paulo. Today I'm going to talk about one of the major causes of World War I, and that is alliances, followed by the coming of war. But first, before I discuss those topics, I'm going to start first with a video about my first topic, the alliances. Here you go.
The compact of alliance and the dictates of friendship. These were the fatal words, these were the concepts which would bring Europe's long holiday of peace to a sudden end. Under the innocent laughter, beneath the internal tensions, behind the diplomatic courtesies, a network of compacts and alliances linked the powers together in misfortune. In the center of it all was the triple alliance of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. By a secret treaty in 1879, Austria and Germany had been allied against Russia. Impressed by Germany's growing strength and overcoming her distrust of Austria, Italy joined the compact in 1882. So the center of Europe, with two young nations and one ambitious old one, became a fortress, waiting for the day to make a sortie. The implications did not go unnoticed on either side of the fortress. The Russian Empire was more than a power. It was the focus of an idea. Slovaks and Slovenes under Austrian rule, Czechs and Serbs, all looked towards Russia as the protector of Slavs everywhere. And Russia, conscious of the menace of the Central Powers, had found an ally. In 1891, the apparently impossible happened. The Imperial Russian government, the very symbol of tyranny, signed an agreement with the Third Republic of France. So the Triple Alliance was now faced with a dual alliance, and the dual alliance was linked to the Balkans, an unsettled area which could at any moment burst into flame. None of these arrangements brought security. On the contrary, tension and anxiety grew. Both groups looked for new friends, the Central Powers towards Turkey and her empire stretching down to the Persian Gulf. France, building her own empire, looked uneasily across the Channel at the heart of an empire in being. Slowly and unwillingly, British policy bowed to the pressure of events. Colonial disputes with France became unimportant. The Entente Cordiale was forged. In 1906, military discussions began between the two countries. These completed a process described by Winston Churchill. All that subterranean, subconscious movement whereby the vast antagonisms of the Great War were slowly, remorselessly, inexorably assembled. Britain's entente with France was followed by an understanding with France's ally, Russia. Behind the summer pleasure, as an American writer says, the nations of Europe were like a file of marching prisoners, chained together by their ankles. Prisoners of national pride, shackled together by treaty obligations.
So I think you have an idea of what I'm going to discuss with you about the alliances. I'm going to start now with the discussion. First topic, the alliances. In the late 1800s, the major European powers looked for allies who would support them in case war broke out. The German Chancellor, Otto von Bismarck, arranged several alliances with other great powers, and his chief objective was to isolate France so it could not take revenge on Germany. In 1879, the dual alliance, Germany and Austria-Hungary made an alliance to protect themselves from Russia. 1881, Austro-Serbian alliance. The Austria-Hungary made an alliance with Serbia to stop Russia from gaining control of Serbia. In 1882, the Triple Alliance, Germany and Austria-Hungary made an alliance with Italy to stop Italy from taking sides with Russia. 1894, Franco-Russian alliance. Russia formed an alliance with France to protect herself against Germany and Austria-Hungary. 1904, Entente Cordiale. This was an agreement but not a formal alliance between France and Britain. 1907, Anglo-Russian Entente. This was an agreement between Britain and Russia. Same year, 1907, Triple Entente. This was made between Russia, France, and Britain to counter the increasing threat from Germany. Lastly, in 1914, Triple Entente, Britain, Russia, and France agreed not to sign for peace separately. So these are all the alliances made. In 1879, Bismarck negotiated a military alliance between Germany and Austria-Hungary. 2 years later, he arranged the Three Emperors Treaty. It is a secret agreement among the emperors of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Russia. In 1882, he masterminded the Triple Alliance, which brought Italy into the alliance between Germany and Austria-Hungary. Bismarck's alliance system almost collapsed when the rivalry between Russia and Austria-Hungary in the Balkans caused the Three Emperors League to break up. But the Iron Chancellor quickly reached out for Russian friendship in an agreement called the Reinsurance Treaty of 1887. So Bismarck thereby succeeded in his aim of isolating France. The isolation of France did not last. When William II became Caesar or Emperor, he wanted to make his own policy. William forced Bismarck to resign in 1890. William allowed the reinsurance and treaty with Russia to lapse. France seized this opportunity to ally itself with Russia. France and Russia signed a military agreement in 1894. Britain remained outside the alliance system. The British were furious with Germany because it had denounced British imperialism in Africa during the Boer War. In 1904, Britain and France signed an Entente Cordiale, which means friendly understanding. In 1907, Britain and Russia signed an agreement that completed the Triple Entente, a loose coalition of Britain, Russia, and France. Between 1879 and 1907, the major powers became caught up in dangerous system of alliance. The alliances increased international tensions because any crisis involving one of the great powers will also affect that nation's allies. So that's the end of my first topic. Now let's proceed to my second topic, the coming of war. At the early part of 1900, the Ottoman Empire ruled only a small part of the Balkans. The Greeks had won independence in 1829, and the Slavs had established the independent nations of Serbia and Montenegro in the late 1800s. However, the Congress of Berlin in 1878, Austria-Hungary had been given the right to administer the government of Bosnia and Herzegovina on the western border of Serbia. Thousands of Slavs lived in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In 1908, Austria-Hungary quietly annexed these areas. The Russians, who wanted to increase their influence in the Balkans, were motivated both by the feeling of kinship with water points. 2 years later, in 1912, a war again broke out in the Balkans. This time, Serbia along with Bulgaria and Greece attacked the Ottoman Empire and took most of its remaining European possessions. One result of this First Balkan War was the creation of the independent nation of Albania. However, the two victors soon quarreled over the spoils of war. The Second Balkan War erupted in 1913. Bulgaria attacked its former allies, Serbia and Greece, but was defeated. To many people, the Balkans was the powder keg of Europe. Serbia was not satisfied with the peace settlements. So, that's the end of my discussions. I hope you listened well and thank you for watching this video. God bless.